You think you can just roll in like you own the place." The boy's mocking voice echoed at the school gate as a small crowd turned to watch. Maya gripped her wheelchair controls tighter, her heart pounding. Her chair stopped inches from the group of boys blocking her way. The morning sun glared off their backpacks, but all she could see was the sneer on Jake's face, the same bully who never missed a chance to make someone feel small. If you were watching, you'd probably feel the same tightness in your chest Maya did at that moment, that mix of fear, anger, and helplessness. But hold on, because what happens next will not just surprise you, it'll make you rethink what strength truly looks like. So stay with me till the end, because this story deserves to be seen. Maya was 17, a bright student with a quiet smile and a spirit that refused to bend. She had been in a wheelchair since a car accident 2 years ago, one that took her ability to walk but not her will to move forward. Every morning, she faced the world like a challenge she'd already decided to win. But some people, like Jake and his crew, couldn't see past her chair. They saw weakness where there was fire. That morning, she was running late for class. The gate was about to close, and Jake decided it was the perfect time to have his fun. They spread out, arms crossed, blocking the narrow entrance. "Sorry, Wheels," one of them snickered. "Staff entrance is around the back. You know, for deliveries." Laughter rippled through them. Maya stared at the gate, her way into the school, her symbol of progress, now turned into a wall by their cruelty. She took a slow breath. Her therapist, Ms. Layla, had told her once, "Maya, your chair isn't a cage. It's your engine. And you drive it." Those words echoed in her mind like a drumbeat. The fear in her chest hardened into resolve. "Move," she said quietly. Jake laughed. "Or what?" And that's when it happened. Maya flicked a switch on her new powered chair, the one her dad had worked double shifts to afford. It wasn't just faster, it was strong. She rolled forward, sudden and fierce, the wheels whirring with force. Jake didn't expect it, none of them did. In seconds, the chair hit the small wooden barrier they'd dragged over, splintering it, and Jake stumbled backward, falling flat on the ground as the crowd gasped. His friends scattered, stunned. For a moment, there was silence. Then, from across the yard, applause. Maya blinked, it was Mr. Harris, the PE teacher, walking over. "You okay, Maya?" he asked, voice firm but proud. She nodded, trying to hide the tremor in her hands. He turned to Jake, who was scrambling up, face red. "You're coming with me, Mr. Harris said. "We'll see how funny it feels to clean the entire gym after school." As Jake and his crew were marched off, Maya felt the world shift a little. Students who had looked away before now smiled at her. Someone held the gate open. "You showed them," whispered Alina, her best friend. Maya smiled back, not out of revenge, but relief. For once, the laughter wasn't at her expense. Later that week, during the school's annual assembly, the principal called Maya to the stage. "Today," she said, "we celebrate courage, not the kind that comes from fists, but from heart." The hall erupted in cheers as Maya rolled forward. Her story had spread across the school, how she'd stood up for herself, how she'd broken the barrier both literally and figuratively. Jake sat in the back, quieter than usual, his eyes fixed on the floor. But Maya didn't look at him with anger. Instead, she said into the microphone, her voice calm, "Sometimes, people see a wheelchair and think it means limits. But my chair takes me places I never thought I could go. It's not about what you stand on, it's about what you stand for." The room fell silent, then roared with applause. Even Jake clapped, slowly, hesitantly, realizing for the first time that strength didn't always shout. Sometimes, it simply moved forward without permission. After the assembly, Jake caught up to Maya. "Hey," he muttered. I was a jerk. I'm sorry." She looked at him for a long moment and then nodded. "Then start by not being that guy again," she said softly. Weeks passed, and the school seemed different. The ramp that had once been ignored was now freshly painted. The gate, once a wall of mockery, became a symbol of respect. Jake even started helping out with accessibility projects. Sometimes, people can change, if they're given a reason to. Maya's story spread online after a student posted the video. Within days, it went viral. Comments poured in from around the world, messages of admiration, of people inspired to stand up against cruelty, to see disability not as weakness but as another form of strength. And that's why this story matters, because every time someone like Maya pushes forward, the world moves a little closer to kindness. So if you're watching this now, hit that like button to show your support for people who fight silent battles every day. Subscribe to be part of the stories that remind us what true courage looks like, not the kind that shouts, but the kind that rolls forward, quietly unstoppable. Because sometimes, all it takes to knock down cruelty is the courage to keep moving, no matter what stands in your way.